This video will help you change the Xiaomi MIBOX firmware MDZ-16-AA to this new version. Now, for previous people who followed my previous video, I'll show you what has changed from the previous firmware. First, we'll go to YouTube. First, we have changed the Google voice search. Casey Neistat. Let's try that. And yep, it's working. Now, here's how to do it. If you actually just press it right now, the microphone button, it won't work. But you need on your remote, just focus. Yep. So here you see the microphone button. When you click OK, you need to click OK and immediately hold the microphone and speak. But you only speak after you hear the tone on the TV box. So if I click OK right now, hold, didn't work. Let me try again. MKB HD. So let me try it again. It's kind of hard doing it on camera, but MKB HD and release. There. Now, second thing is Google Cast. We have here the Smart TV, YouTube TV app, which you can use to watch YouTube also. But if you want to cast YouTube video from your mobile phone or tablet, then you need to install a specific version of YouTube. I'll have it linked in the description. Let me show it to you. This one here, YouTube 11.20.54. If you follow the link, you will go to this page, and here you will see the various version of this YouTube version available for every Android device. The Android phones following the ARM architectures or the ARM64 or the 86 architecture for every screen DPI. So just find the one that's work for your phone or tablet, install it, and you're good to go. Now, also we have right now the OK button on the remote is working for games. I have tested a few games, not all of them work perfectly, like Real Racing or Asphalt 8, but the rest work flawlessly.
Mission begins.
Also, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but the gyroscope on the remote is working also on the screen. I saw it on a couple of other games, so it's working. Now, if you need to clear the running apps, all you need to do is triple press the home button. So 1, 2, 3. Wait a second, and here it is. Just clear all. Spotify work great. Of course, I don't want to get copyright strikes, but you get the idea. Now here we have sideload launcher is for apps, so you can see all the installed apps on the TV box. I have a few apps installed, many. Now for people who are asking about Netflix, well, you need to install the normal version of Netflix, not the TV version. It will work, but it won't be perfect for the remote control. If you have a mouse or keyboard always connected to this TV box, then it will be great. Otherwise, like here, for me, it's working with the remote, but I cannot like search. I guess I can stream from my device, but I haven't tried that. Yeah, I can skip forward. Yeah, and you get the idea. Here I have shortcut for the normal settings, if you need access to that. Also the settings here. So that's it for now. I will follow up the tutorial. If you already followed my first tutorial, I have it linked here. Just click here somewhere, and you should skip forward to the part you need it. For anyone who's running the Chinese version of this TV box, just follow this tutorial. Now for this to work, you'll need a male-to-male USB cable, like this one. I just use two USB cables and I attach them, as you can see here. I'll show you how. When you open USB cable, you will find 4 wires. You just need to color match them, red to red, white to white, green to green, black to black. The reason I use 2 of the same manufacturer USB cable is just so I can get the same colors and don't get mixed up. Now, the second thing you'll need is a USB hub, like this one. Third, mouse, USB mouse, preferably a wireless one. And USB stick. Now, first thing you need to do is to downgrade. The reason why is you need to downgrade to firmware 1.4.3.2, and that's because the lower firmware or the highest won't allow mouse to work in recovery mode. Then you need to download these files. I'll have them linked in the description. The first one is the first firmware, 300 megabit. You will find it has 2 files, update and Xiaomi update. Just put them on a USB stick, then reboot to recovery, and you should be able to change the firmware for first time. Here's how to do it. You see, there's a Bluetooth symbol. So the same way we did before, but this time we need to press the back key and the OK key. So not these two together. Press them and plug in the power. Keep pressing until you see the recovery screen on the TV. Get it? Bluetooth, back, and OK. Non-Bluetooth, home and menu. After it's finished, you should be running the 1.4 firmware. In this case, you just need to plug in the TV via ADB debugging to the computer. Okay, so I just downgraded to 1.3. Let me check. Give me a second. Yeah, sure. And if we go, yes, so that is correct. You need the first to downgrade to 1.3.106. You see, if it's 1.3.114, then you're on the wrong ROM. Okay, this is the first. So this is the first firmware we need to downgrade to. Second, we need to prepare the second USB drive, and we need to upgrade it to 1.4.32. But it's not the usual 1.4.32, it's modified one, so we can install the TWRP. Okay, so now we need to do is unplug it, plug in the second USB, and then back and home. This way we can enter recovery. Very important. Okay, let's try it out. Back and menu, back and home, or back and okay. And it's working. That's simple. Okay, it's almost finished. We are right now upgrading to 1.4.32, but it's the modified version. It's not the normal 1.4.32. So to recap, first we need to downgrade to 1.3.0.106, then upgrade it to 1.4.32. I have them both linked in the description. After it upgraded right now, we need to enable USB debugging and make sure to have ADB drivers installed on your PC. The best way to make sure it's installed, you can install Android Studio. So it's erasing, and we should start soon. Alright, it's gonna load up the first time. Be right back. Okay, so we just boot it, and it will sync the remote right now. Come on, do it. Yep. Skip. Okay. If we check, yes, we are running 1.4.32. And here's the option for the ADB debugging. Usually it's hidden. If this option is hidden, then you need to install some. I'll show you how to do it. Let me just plug in another USB. Come on, load up. USB debugging was enabled. Delete that. So right now we are booted and we are running 1.4.3, but it's a modified version. Now we need to enable USB debugging. It's right here, but sometimes it's not showing here. If it's not showing here, here's how to do it. You need to insert a USB stick with this application. I'll have it linked in the description. It's called Start Settings. It will allow us to change the language first, and we can enable developers option using it. See, we are right now on Android settings, and if we go here, you can change it to English, and then about MIBOX, we go to the build number at the end, and you click 8 times. You are now a developer, it says. Now we have this option right here in the end, developers options. You go to here and you check USB debugging. Here you allow it. When you plug it into the computer, for the first time you will ask to confirm this connection with this PC. Just confirm it. But since it's showing here, I think it's better to do it from here, ADB debugging. So we enable ADB debugging. It should restart. Yep, it's rebooting. Let me just unplug my USB here. Plug in the USB cable. Let me go on your PC. You need to go to TWRP recovery installer, and you need to wait until it loads. You see, it's right here. It said MIBOX has been connected. If I go to the MIBOX, I think it's connected. Double check. Still connected here. And then here, it didn't ask me for confirming debugging, to allow the debugging for this device into PC, which is, I guess it's okay for now. So let's try it. Install TWRP recovery.bat. Click any key to continue. Let's see, was our operation success? No. So after we did the first and second step, I tried to install the TWRP recovery, but also didn't work. So right now we should reset it. You can go to the setting and select reset, select delete all apps and resetting. Okay, so I just finished erasing data, and we have ADB debugging is on. So I'll plug it into the computer right now and see. The recovery installer. good so far. MIBOX is still here. Okay, says press any key to reboot, so press enter. For people who are running the first firmware, just go to the TV boot app here and choose reboot to recovery and click OK. At this point, what you need to do is get your USB hub and plug in the flash drive with the backup TWRP. Don't forget to change the SN and plug it in the TV box. Mouse is working. We swipe to allow modifications, and here's what we need to do. First, we need to wipe. Go to advanced wipe. We check everything except the micro SD. Select wipe. Done. Go back, back, and select restore. Select storage, USB OTG. Select OK. And check everything here and select wipe to restore. Now it's gonna restore around 1 gigabyte. So we'll be right back when it's finished. Restoring, you need to click reboot system. And all should be well. First, you will be prompted with this new login screen. The first time it will take a few minutes. After that, when the TV box boot, it shouldn't take long. And I just said Android. No, the remote is not working, so we need to press these two buttons to resync it. And you hear the beep, and now the remote is syncing. So you just finished installing the firmware on the TV box. Congratulations. Here's what I recommend after that. Get a USB stick. Here I have an 8 gig USB stick. Stick it in the TV box and keep it here permanently, because the TV box memory is so little you won't be able to install many apps like I have here. You see, I only have right now a 300 megabit free space, and this will only allow me to install 1 or 2 extra apps. But if I have the USB stick, I can install as many as I want. You need to go to the MIBOX settings here. Okay. Right here. Go to account and securities. Now USB debugging, it will be denied, but you will find out that your flash drive won't work. So what you need to do is click allow, reboot, then after it reboot it should be here allowed, then click also denied, choose denied, and then reboot the TV box. After that your USB files should work. Now one more thing, in general settings, scroll all the way to the end and you see storage, and the options here in Chinese. Click it and make sure you have the second option chosen. If it's already, just re-click it again just to confirm it, because sometimes in cache this stuff don't function, so you need just to confirm it again. Of course, go to software update, turn off intelligent update, and I have here installed a keyboard app. It's called Linky Keyboard. Now, the reason I use this app, Linky Keyboard. Yeah, you need to remove the space bar between link and key, so the intelligent Google will understand it. Anyway, this is the keyboard that's working for this TV box now. The reason I chose this one instead of the previous one is because this one allow you to install another languages, like here it's allowed to, you can have Arabic, Russian, Greek, Hebrew, Ukrainian, German, Italian, Dutch, and Turkish. So here you can install other keyboards from this app. Also, what else? I also recommend you install this app store. It's called Update TV App Store. I have a link in the description also. Now, the good thing about this one is you can install the Netflix app or other apps from here, but if you go to settings and choose preferences, click allow to remote install, and here allow silent install. It will require root, of course. Now what this will do, it will install the apps automatically on the SD card, or in this case a USB stick. You need to change the time zone also. Just go to settings, date and time, and change the time zone matches your area. So that's it. If you found this tutorial helpful, just hit the like button, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. See ya.